Hi, my name is The Frequency, and I wanted to talk about conspiracies and videos that I've seen on TikTok that have been pretty alarming. Now, this is my first time actually going live and actually, you know, putting some videos together. Um, I was trying to find out how to live stream and have a way to put it together with my face there on my YouTube. I already have two videos. Basically, the things that I already posted, but I'm gonna put it in live stream form. So I might delete those and then substitute it with this. But here I am. And on top of that, I have children, so you might hear noises, and I also have a lot of rowdy, very street literally right outside my window. So it's like you might hear some noises, a lot of noises. So let's get into it. Actually, this is so cool, like so cool. Now I don't know if this way is better or this way. If y'all want to still see my face, but today I wanted to talk about um mind control. Mind control. I wanted to talk about how through our technology, through our Wi-Fi's and the Bluetooth, I wanted to talk about how they're brainwashing us and making us do things we don't really want to freaking do. So I just wanted to get a little bit into that. Now, that one of the videos that I seen was a little advanced. Sabrina Wallace. Now, when I discovered her on TikTok because of other people posting her, amazing. Now I'm trying to get the links to all the videos that I want to watch um and download them into my computer. So just give me a minute. But I really wanted to talk about mind control. That's really what I wanted to talk about. I just want y'all to see this for yourselves because people just don't realize that mind control really is terrible. It controls everything that you do. It also controls how you eat, how you speak, what you learn, what you don't learn, the environment. It really structures everything. And I feel like this is so important. So let's get into it. Yeah. I forgot how I did this before. Here we go. Because, oh my gosh. Okay, so which one do I want you to see first? Let's do this one. Yeah, let's do this one. Add to stage. Oh, it's not working? Why is that?
The government, this is how they watch you, watching what you're thinking. They can scan you through your phone, through Wi-Fi, through your fucking TV, through satellite, through 5G towers. They can use that, right? And she goes, when she found out about 6G, okay, she found out that your body is what is transmitting, or your tissue is used to transmit that data, okay?
Did you hear what she just said? Did you hear what she just said? She said that basically 6G or 5G, whatever, it comes off of our body because we are electrical beings. We are electrical beings. Do you know how crazy that sounds? We're electrical beings and they basically use it off of us because how do we get Bluetooth? And let me keep let me
they can use your tissue. They do use your tissue. 6G is using your tissue to transmit data to your phone back to them or any companies that want to have access to your data, right? You are now worth your data that you provide these agencies and companies. And how do they scan you? They have biosensors. And I want to get into biosensors a little bit. She says there's no need for a chip, right? We've been wireless for at least 6,000 years. She's talking about, think like ancient Chinese medicine, chakras, right? Those are actual meridians that are in your body that are nodal points, right? That use electromagnetic telemetry, okay?
When I watch these videos, I really be sitting here like, how do people just research this and find this? Because I'm big on researching, but like this is bizarre. I swear, so bizarre. Like they really use humans. They use us. These are things they do not teach these things in like schools. These are things they will not teach anybody. You know, unless you're like becoming one of the elites, they're not going to teach you any of this. This is why certain broadcasts make people feel a certain way. Like whenever I watch TV. Whenever I'm in my living room, I'm telling you right now, I literally feel weird every freaking time. Like I can't sit in my living room for too long. I gotta come back to my sanctuary because like I feel like the energies off of that TV is so strong. I can't do it. It's like the noises. It's not even the volume. It's so many things that and then the Wi-Fi box is in there. So I got the TV and the Wi-Fi box in the living room. But in my sanctuary, I don't have any electronics. And that's one thing I stand on. I do not go to sleep with no TV in my room. I don't believe in having like TVs and stuff in your room. Like, why? If your bedroom is meant to go to sleep, why do you want to have a TV in here? Yeah, I get it for convenience. So sometimes I just want to lay down, blah blah blah. I get it, you know. But like, I don't think it's good to do that. I'm gonna let y'all watch the rest of the video.
She says that. And when they made Bluetooth, okay, in 2005, right, they found a way to select muscle tissue type, okay, to teleport data. This is how, even if you do not have access to satellite on your phone, like when I was at the beach and we had no service at all, I was still able to use Bluetooth. How? It's using my body, right? So I want y'all to start, before I start going on to the next part, how could this fuck with your body? How can data being transmitted through your tissue fuck with your body? And yes, it does have a deep effect that so many people would ask for our government to ban this if they found this out, because this is the type of shit that like we are living in the Truman Show. This is literally severance. You can be tapped into through your biofield, right? Your biofield is an electromagnetic body part that people say it's your aura, right? But in actuality, it is something that medically they do not teach, do not talk about. And it is 80% when they talk about your immune system, right? It is 80% of your immune system is actually your biofields, okay? So you have a biofield, they can hack into it. They have been able to condense your tissues, probably using nanotechnology, or think like microscopic metals, right? Think about the fog. Think about ways that they can, you know, all kinds of food, water. They can put micrometals inside of everything. Then they can condense them down into these specific parts of your body. I have a picture on another page, to have 2 biosensors that everybody has had. As soon as a child is born and their body is exposed to all of the, you know, think of the picture of like the W-band, or these are networks that once your body's exposed to, as it accumulates these, you know, whatever metals and all kinds of shit, it can condense into biosensors. And not can, it does. Everyone, you have been able to be commercially available since biosensors became commercially available for use, right? Meaning, scariest thing is after they made the Bluetooth, right? They can create machines like they can have an iPad that can connect to your biosensors and fuck with you like a sim. She talks about they use this on famous people. It's like MK Ultra or Severance without the chip or without the trauma.
So, she said they do this on celebrities. MK Ultra. Does that sound familiar to you? Yes. So if they do it on celebrities, and they're people with money, they probably don't even have that. But that's besides the point. If they do it to them to control them and to make them do things that they truthfully can't even aren't able to do, they aren't able to do, then that's why they can't talk about the things that's going on in the world. They get controlled to not talk about that stuff. And if they are ordered to talk about that stuff, just a little glimpse of it, then it just opens up this new thing. And I feel like this is happening in society right now as we speak. I feel like, okay, so I live in a certain type of area. I live in New York City, right? Specifically the Bronx. All right, so I realized that in the society that I live in, the environment that I live in, it's not the best. That people aren't well equipped it. They try to share with each other, but there's always an aggression in the area. I also witness spraying chemicals in the sky. That's a part of messing with our biofield. I don't know what's in it. Now I'm hearing that it's like metals, but I truthfully don't know. They do things to the food. They do things to the water. And mind you, water holds memory. So if you're attacking the water, it's gonna remember that. It's just so many things. Let's just keep going. Let's just keep going.
They can log into you and they can sell your data. Your data is being sold. Okay. This is how you are provided commercials that you've only thought about. Or maybe they'll give you a commercial for some type of medicine that you didn't know you needed. It's because they can sell it to medical agencies. Your information about your body, let's say you've got a disease or cancer that they can scan that you don't know about, but they know about. And that brings me to another point. Medical issues from this type of data transference. Here's a little picture that I put right there. And on the top of my notes section, I just put, if anybody's hit with a bioweapon, it's through electrical transduction using the W band. So you are like an electrical conduit that they can use to transport data to companies, right? And they transduce humans, wireless tissue engineering, okay? They can use your fucking tissue, okay? And then they also, like I said, wireless total piezoelectric control. She says that it is neural mitigation. Think if the chip was in your head, they could do anything to you, but they don't need the chip anymore. They can fuck with you for behavioral modulation. Think any type of mass casualty event. They could be trying to do something on the side, but they cause some mass casualty event, with one crazy person or shooter or some fucked up situation, right? By fucking with their behavior, especially if they can already scan them and see that they're already on like the teeter-totter of like going crazy on one side, they can push them over. Think of it.
So, did you hear what she just said? If you're already on the verge of losing your rabbit ass mind, you will lose it. They could push you to lose it some more. I have so many examples, but for instance, me, when I was younger, I lost my mind. I literally lost my mind. I was doing a lot of crazy ass things that I didn't really want to do, but I did it because, it kept me in community with other people. So I just did it. And as I got older, I realized that this thing is not something that I want to do. This is not what I want to do. I don't want to live this way. But it kept pushing me back. Something, and it's so crazy yesterday, right? So I used to smoke a lot of tree drape. And I basically, once I moved here, which was 2 years ago, I stopped smoking so much. I felt like I didn't really need it anymore. Like when I used to have it, it was because I needed some emotional guidance. Okay, I'm gonna just be honest. I needed some emotional guidance and I didn't know who to go to, so I used to use that to function with my emotions. And I used to argue and fight a lot because I was just like, nobody understands what the hell I'm going through and nobody's listening to me. And now that I'm here, it's like something in the back of my brain keeps saying, I think you need to get some tree. Like, no, I don't. And it's crazy because I thought about this yesterday. And I said, yeah, I think I need to smoke. And I'm like, oh no. Oh no. Now I still have like a nicotine issue, but the tree alone is so much different now. Like I don't care what anybody says. It gives me a different feeling. It makes me feel like zoomed in on, like somebody's watching me through my own eyes. It's weird. It's so freaking weird. Like, oh my gosh, it's so weird. Okay, let's get back to it.
Anna syndrome. Talk to them in their heads. Make them do things as if they are making these decisions. Kill people. Do this. Do that.
Nah. Wait. Did you just hear what she said? It makes you do things. It makes you do things that you don't even want to really do. Like if you didn't already think about that, why? That's so scary. This is so scary. This is so scary. I'm sorry.
Severance, you guys. They don't even know that it's not them, but it's them talking to themselves. I don't know. Ew. When it comes to radar, too much of pulling data around you. If you live near highly surveyed areas, think Amazon warehouses around you, different companies, right? It can cause medical issues, cancer, even heart attack or stroke. We're nearing the minute mark, so I just want to finish this part. She says that they catch people so you cannot leave the geofence, right? There are certain people that can, mentally they're able to astral travel, astral project, remote view, right? They can watch you and what you do when you astral travel and project. In fact, they seek it out and they try to find people that are doing shit like that, okay? They can also watch your dreams. She said they...
Did you hear what she just said? If you dream and go to the astral realm, then they can actually listen to you. They could watch you. They can dictate what you basically see and do in the dream. Do you know how psyched out that is? Do you know how psycho that is? That's freaking psychotic. They're literally like doing anything they can. Now, the reason why that astral realm, astral projecting part is a thing. I saw a video about Eisenhower. I think that's his name, the president. I wasn't born around that time, so I don't know. Eisenhower. I think it was in like the 50s or something like that. 1950s. Don't quote me. Long story short, there were reptilians here, Nephilims here already. They were already here. They intermingled with people, basically. Pretty sure made babies with these people. And now there's like a lot of, no offense, white people who have this blood in them, and it's like passed down. This is why presidents are all related in some shape or form. It's passed down. They pick and choose who they want. And the astral realm is crazy. They make you think about things that you don't want to think about. So like I was saying, Eisenhower, he was talking to different type of aliens, the good aliens and the bad aliens. And apparently he went with the bad aliens. Now they say the bad aliens were the Greys. The Greys like to experiment on people, and they're trying to build up their race. So the Greys experiment on people and stuff and give them ways to like mind control people, but in the most gruesome and sick way. And then there was, so apparently it was Pleiadians. Now everybody keeps saying the Pleiadians were white people and they resembled white people. No, they were like glowing beings, just with like long, I wouldn't even call it blonde. I would say white, glowing beings, white, and with crystal blue eyes. That doesn't mean that they're white people. I just think they're beings, because there's no such thing as race when it comes to aliens. Okay, so they wanted like basically world peace, and they was going to give us technology to help everybody instead of trying to kill everybody. Let's keep going. I digress. Let's keep going.
They've had plasmonics, think before Tesla. Plasmonics, again, crazy that I went down a plasma rabbit hole the last 2 years and it's led back to this. Plasma is how your biophotons can teleport through space-time. So my question was, what are they doing with this? And in part 2, I'll explain. All right, so here are my notes on Sabrina Wallace's first video.
Okay, so I think I want to probably go back to her channel and see about the part 2. I could do that real quick. Can I? Yeah, I can. Let's see. Because I don't need this right now. I don't need this right now. Hold on. Huh? So my toddler was in here acting a fool just now. Anyways, I'm gonna go back to my likes real quick, and I'm gonna see if I could download it real quick, or I could screen share. I can screen share too. Let's see if I can find her video real quick. Is it in my like? It should be in my likes though. So many things I want to talk about. I have to just put it together so I don't get lost, because I get lost so fast. Oh, here it is. Now let's go to her page. That don't even look like the same person. What the heck? Because, like, them taking control of us through the things that we entertain ourselves with is so freaking bizarre to me. Like, and this is why I don't really, like, get accustomed to that stuff. Like, I never was accustomed to, like, social media. And everybody else around me was like, yeah, social media this and yeah, social media that. And it's like, I don't know. Oh, this is not even the girl's page that I got it from. Okay, well, let's just X that out real quick because who cares about that, right? And let's just go to the next video that I have here. X this out. All right. So we're gonna remove this. We're gonna go to the next video I have here. Sabrina Wallace. Let's do something lighthearted real quick so y'all could recalibrate because I don't want this to be so serious and y'all lose your minds. Like, please.
So you're telling me that this whole entire time, sleeping with my phone directly next to me keeps my body in survival mode? And that electromagnetic cellular device stress is a real thing? You motherfuckers. No wonder I wake up tired. That's because I never actually recovered. No wonder I'm stuck in fight or flight. It's not about if I got 8 hours of sleep. It's what state my body was in the whole time I was asleep. That only means I didn't rest. I just laid there. I just laid there, constantly, unintentionally disrupting my parasympathetic nervous system, which actually stimulates sleep.
So to piggyback off of that, I want to also work on all of our nervous systems and our emotional regulation and all this stuff because it gets scrambled like consistently, like scrambled eggs. You're literally getting fried. That you're getting fried, like from the things that are around you. Like, this is why, like, a lot of men I notice they go to sleep with either their phone right next to them, TV's on, Xbox on, like they fall asleep to this shit. If they don't have it, I don't know what you're doing, but you better stop. Okay. They go to sleep to these things. If they don't have it, they can't freaking sleep. And I feel like that's so bizarre to me. Like, you have to go to sleep to a TV, you have to go to sleep to an Xbox, your phone right next to you. I've witnessed men literally go to sleep with their phone in their hand, like literally scrolling and then falling asleep. It's crazy to me. Like, bizarre to me. So bizarre to me. Next, let's go to Sabrina Wallace. Or should I put something else? Let's see what I got here. This other stuff is about time manipulation and other stuff. This is about, yeah, we could talk about that later. So let's go to Sabrina Wallace real quick. Now this is gonna be pretty advanced, okay? Your brain might go crazy, but I'm gonna like
with it. Oh yeah, it's fucking great. Isn't it wonderful? So how'd we get here? Let me try again. So back 500 years ago, Galileo gets unearthed from the basement. Get up there, because the Crusades from 1000 to 1500 made a big mess and we killed everybody that could read a book. So now we're going to give him...
The way she talks is bizarre. She said they killed everybody that could read a book. Because they didn't want them to know that they reset the world. Let's keep going.
Science for about 200 years. And we get into the private universities, and some point here into the 1700s, the universities that are allowed to do the Langland's equation and a couple different things scientifically. And then we start taking it away, sending everybody to war and getting rid of all the data. Now the data pops back up.
I wish I could zoom into it so y'all could really see it, because like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. This is so crazy. Let me see if I can. Can I zoom in? Probably not. No, it's a certain format. Okay. So let's just keep going because I can't. Y'all just listen to her speak. I'm sorry.
Up again in the 1960s, now that we're ready to go with whatever else we fucking did, cleaning things out, moving things politically through here. And then we have at the late 1800s, oh, guess what? Nothing exists except what you can see. The biofield, which was, we had wireless with telephony with electric frog legs in 1877, using the telephone to listen to the electricity through your muscles, by the way. Well, take that away. So 1922 with Einstein and relativity, and Marconi and the radio, and Edison instead of Tesla, the ones that would take the money and do what they're fucking told and lie about the academics. Oh, what academics? We'll get rid of the biofield, frequency oscillation, cymatics, optics, radionics, and anything plasma. Hide it into private university. Only believe in what you can see. Get your ass to war. Get to war some more. Get to war some more. Oh, now that we got you in the 80s with the movies and you're busy watching TV and on the internet, perfect. Now we can just have you sit there and play video games. Play video game war some more. Play war some more. Play some more. Play some more. Pokemon Go, Metaverse, play some more. What's going on in the world? I don't fucking know. Play your video game. And now with whoever's over there in Ukraine, you're going to give them a bunch of money and they're going to go to...
She said, who gives a shit? Play your fucking game. This is why when my son be wanting to sit on freaking Fortnite for like 5 hours, I say you get like 2 hours and I have to sit with you. I got to sit with you. Now, he's gotten better on what games to play and what games not to play, but still, he still is very heavily indoctrinated, okay? I'm trying to get him to do other things, you know, let's read a book together, let's go to the library, you know, let's do other things. But it seems to me that brainwashing a man is easier than brainwashing a woman. I mean, yes, women have different calibers, but it's easier. All you need is a freaking Xbox and boom, they're brainwashing you. Now for girls, I really don't know what that would be, but video games. Let's keep going.
In the telephone to listen to the electricity through your muscles, by the way. Well, take that away. So 1922 with Einstein and relativity, and Marconi and the radio, and Edison instead of Tesla, the ones that would take the money and do what they're fucking told and lie about the academics. Oh, what academics? We'll get rid of the biofield, frequency oscillation, cymatics, optics, radionics, and anything plasma. Hide it into private university. Only believe in what you can see. Get your ass to war. Get to war some more. Get to war some more. Oh, now that we got you in the 80s with the movies and you're busy watching TV and on the internet, perfect. Now we can just have you sit there and play video games. Play video game war some more. Play war some more. Play some more. Play some more. Pokemon Go, Metaverse, play some more. What's going on in the world? I don't fucking know. Play your video game. And now with whoever's over there in Ukraine, you're going to give them a bunch of money and they're going to go to war some more. Okay. Well, that sounds like pretty fucking magical technology that's been around this entire time that I've been alive, which is your photonics and plasmonics. And then you're down here. This is my notes. These are my notes from Stephen Greer. And he's the one that goes up to Congress and tries to tell them what the fuck is going on in regards to all the different ways that they're using thought, which is faster than photons or light, in order to communicate with driving the ships. And he tried to warn people this year. He said the secrecy surrounding all this crap is where the danger is, because you think it's fake when in reality it's actual authentic technology, like the Wide Body Area Network, which is your international standards for electrical and electronics engineers at 802.15.6. So the citizens, like myself, we have no recourse, no nothing. We don't exist. I'm a test subject for DARPA, so I'm part of Black Projects, and therefore I get no health care and I don't exist. And then up here, as you can see, they get to go make their cute little spaceships and technology, get paid big fucking money.
When she says she doesn't get health care, she doesn't exist, that just reminded me of somebody that I know that he's in a shelter and with his significant other, and he's been telling me, I haven't spoken to him in a while, but he's been telling me that, oh, he needs help with mental health, like he needs help with mental health issues, which I tried to go down that route, but they don't really help you. He needs help with mental health issues. I don't even know if he has like Medicaid or whatever, Medicare, whatever that is, you know, health insurance. I don't think he does. And they don't help him do anything. And basically he has to do everything on his own, which is not bad, but this is why self-regulation and emotional regulation is so fucking important, because if you can't do it yourself, how you think somebody else is going to help you? You got to identify these things. You got to understand why you're aggravated and why you're mad. And you have to understand that, and even if you don't have emotions, because that's one of my problems. I really don't have emotions unless somebody physically irritates me. I'm usually always by myself and like just in my own freaking bubble. As soon as somebody comes into my energy, it's like, why are you here and can you go home? Like, and that's for any of my family members, because I get annoyed quick. I go straight to my room. I feel like it's crazy how they do these things to people. Like, it's so crazy. I gotta get more of her videos, but there's 2 more videos we're gonna watch from her, but this video is nowhere near done yet.
To go work for Skunk Works, Lockheed, Raytheon, and the rest of us get to die. We get to fry. And the fucking population can't handle this. They continue to circulate around me going, you're just broken. It's gotta be because you're so emotional. And I'm sitting here going, you realize the level of self-control and peace in my heart it must take to sit here in front of you and tell you this, having survived testing for it that ended but before I was 11 years old. I'm 44. So the testing for what we're all living through right now ended for me at 11 years old. Where has been the empathy from the fucking people doing podcasts that all know one way or another with their handlers and bullshit who I am? Not a fucking bit of it. You need to not swear, and you need to have a better presentation, and you. Where was the acknowledgement that I'm just like O'Brien and Shaboter? By the medical records, by the squad numbers, by the actual ability to show you what's going on. We're not going to do that. We're going to make fun of you and let the common people that you trust out there, like Tony the Nanobucket guy, some other writer for some Patriot magazine, and other professionals that wrote about my knowledge of the IEEE and telling it like it is. That's what it is. And then other people came out and they said, no, she's telling the truth. Now, you people that work with these dirty people that run narratives, you couldn't be nice to me. And then this whole bullshit with Karen Kingston that I've been bitching about for 10 months, and you're still wanting to bring that up again. Why don't you bring that up again? Her handlers reeled her in, and now they're all working together to promote her documentary. You may not pay me. I don't want to make money, and I don't want to be viral. I want people to know that you tethered their body to the cloud, and that you lie to them for money, and you tell them they're crazy for having neurons.
So that's what I feel like I've been like really hyper focused on since I moved here, like the mind control and how people can't have a regular conversation other than social media. This is why I'm gonna be honest. This is why I deleted my Instagram. I deleted my I deleted my Instagram. I deleted my Twitter. Oh my God, Twitter is rancid. Okay, they have literal people doing things on Twitter. You don't even know if the people are underage or not. And that's the scariest part about it, that I'm literally subjected to seeing these things of women and men. Don't forget, it's not just women and men showing their body just for a little bit of change, because you can't even find a real job out here. And then when I talk to people about this stuff, it's like they don't really want to talk about it. That's why I don't like to be around anybody. I'm not saying I don't like community. I love community, but I want to be around community that's like-minded people. If you're not like-minded, then we cannot be that close together. We could be distant, but we cannot be that close where you understand, you know what I'm doing every single day, and I don't want to be monitored. And also, right now, I don't have a phone right now, and I've been feeling so much better without having a phone. I'm gonna be honest with you, it feels awesome, just me and my laptop. Because majority of the time when I was on my phone, I was like doing things I didn't really want to do. Like, I noticed that I was like on social media a lot. I was scrolling. I wasn't really talking about anything of substance. I mean, I was talking about stuff, but it was just like talking about things that didn't really matter to me. I was just talking about it because I thought it would get me viral on TikTok or something, or like for Instagram, I would just post like funny ass memes on my stories because that's the only time people would interact with me. Or I would post a picture of me, looking presentable, and that was the only time I would get an interaction. Now, there was one other person that I had an interaction with on Instagram, and he seemed very smart, but like also when you can see people's like comments and stuff, and you add them as a friend on Instagram, right? You can see people what they comment on, what videos they comment on. And I noticed he commented on a lot of videos saying, oh, well, this is why women go through what they go through, because they don't pick the good guy, or they always want to be around a thug and all this stupidness. Like, and then he was trying to teach me about Black history and how, the women wanted to do, what they say about the food stamps and all of this stuff, government assistance. Oh, Black women just wanted government assistance. They kicked the Black man out of the household. And I was just sitting here like, do you really believe that? And I asked him one time, I said, so what do you think the solution is? And he didn't. And he just kept spamming me with like facts and stuff, not having a thorough conversation, a back and forth, a conversation. I don't like people like that. He was spamming the crap out of me. If I didn't tell him I wanted to go and I was ready to do what I got to do throughout my day, he probably would still be texting. And then also he's like hypersexual, but not in a way like, oh, it's like porn, pornography. No, it's basically like he's into anime and he does a lot of visuals with animation, sexual things. And it's like, oh, you're really a nerd. There's nothing wrong with being a nerd, but it's a levels to this shit. I can't talk to people that are just weird and out of their minds. Like, and then I spoke to my grandma one time about like the time being changed and the years being changed, and we're not in the year that we think we're in. She really wasn't trying to talk to me about that. Now, another thing I wanted to do is get into reading the Bible, but not in like, oh, I believe it way, more like more in a way to like understand things more. Because I'm gonna be honest, I've never really read the Bible. Is that bad? Never really read it. Never felt like there was a need for me to read it. I just feel like there was no need for me to read it. And now I feel like I'm in a time period where I need to start reading it and understanding. I think my grandma gave me a Bible, but I'm going to read it. And we're also going to talk about so many different topics.
Telepathy and empathy and precognition are neurons in the body. And I don't give a fuck what your religion is. Telling people they're crazy for using their brain. Neurons, reading a college textbook for emergent technology in 2022 when things are kind of weird, so we should probably up our education. No. Oh, no. Sit there and listen to the health ranger tell you to count how many times your biosensors are going off due to Amazon shipping coming through. That's more mature because he didn't cuss. Is this life and death or a fucking game? To you people, it's a game. Why? Because you're never in any danger. You just crawl back to your handlers and do what you're told, and you get to grow old. I would know. So I don't find it funny, and I think it's abhorrent and disgusting because this is cybersecurity. And you would have thought that I came out here and told people, I don't know, but whatever it is, they couldn't handle it. So, now delivered unto me from my wonderful... Uh-oh. Thought he had delivered it unto me. What you do here, babe? This should be our new... Oh, I see. Okay. So, welcome to the new PDF, in which, right here in the very beginning, I changed everything so that there's nothing of my writing in it. This is purely Techmetrics now, so that there's no complaining, no whining, no bitching, nobody hashing back and forth what Sabrina said. I didn't say shit. The only thing I put in here now that is mine is this Antone nanofrequency example, because somebody left this on the Rumble, this link to a YouTube video with an anti-nano sound that works really, really good. So we start out at the top, in which biophotons are subtle energy carriers. Then you get your anti-nano YouTube. And if you listen to it, it has an effect right away. You'll know, trust me. You'll feel it. So then we go into the American Journal of Bioinformatics Research for the effect of coronavirus worldwide through the misusing of wireless server networks. This would be what Mike Adams lied about when he said that they were casting spells on your biosensors. Those biosensors are actually called wireless sensor networks. And when we ping them over and over again, as we found out from the Department of Defense HDIAC for casualty care with biosensors on the YouTube over a year ago, when they ping those biomarkers over and over again, like trying to find a soldier or do tissue healing, that can cause damage. Well, during the coronavirus, as you can imagine, many hospitals were just testing pinging over and over again for health metrics for the W-band. And what do you think that did to the sensors? It taxed them, and some people died from their body trying to respond to all those electrical handshakes too many times. Because that's how it works. Which is why running electricity and data through the human body willy-nilly is kind of a problem, especially when you're not even allowed to talk about it for what it is, which is somebody's fucking job. You're not allowed to say that. And if you cuss about it, we'll just ignore you even more. Oh, are you going to finally be respectful to me for the survivor that I am? Nope. Okay, well, on we go. So we do use video game controllers. I put a picture in there for everybody this time. And we use something called bioelectromagnetic algorithms with individual human bodies. Supervised machine learning algorithms for bioelectromagnetics, prediction models, and feature selection. Now this feature selection thing, feature selection, that's a magic phrase, because that is your digital identifier. Feature values inside your vector, where we map a coordinate, not casting a spell. There are no magic wands. Health Ranger Mike Adams Malfoy right here with his magic wand in his mouth, but he's not good enough to be a cat. So he would cast with his magic wand of JavaScript and Python, which are programming languages, after using Geospatial's Geomancer to find your physical location.
All right, people. Did you understand that? Did you hear that? Did you hear that? It's getting real out here. Somebody told me not to trust the videos I see on YouTube, basically like the energy things to help you meditate and stuff like that. You got to be careful because you don't know who made the video. You don't know what energy that is. You don't know what sound it is. You don't know what frequency that is that's coming off of these videos. You have to be very careful of what you consume. Very careful. And if it ain't human and ain't fact, then I ain't watching it. Okay? I'm not doing it. This is why TikTok is very good now, because before it used to be all these videos of dancing. Now it's like people are talking about the real stuff, and I love that. We're not in a fake world anymore. We're moving into a real world where we talk about the real stuff. Let's go to the next. Let's go to the next one. I gotta do something real quick, so I'm gonna let the video play.
We play video games with humans. And the muscle memory is why, because all of our young people are doing it with video game controllers. So it's real easy to just play video games killing people. It's your job. Nobody are going to bother you. And like they tell you, they come out of their skiff when they're done being a sensor operator and they go home and have dinner just like Mikey Adams. It ain't no big thing. It's just a job. These bioelectromagnetic algorithms can do a lot of different things, which is why I listed them out on the next page, so that there is no more of this lying and bullshitting simply because you're using mathematics on and inside humans and they don't know that. So humans that are innocent out there, why don't you ask these guys, what is RFEMF? What is this SAR mathematical translation? What's it for? What are you doing inside of my body with all of these? And what are they? Those are algorithms. Okay, great. Pick any one of them and make your mealy-mouthed metric person, oh, I don't believe that, I'm an IT. Pick any one of these and say, good, now explain it to me. If you're going to fucking lie to me and tell me that they're not running this through my body and that I'm crazy, explain it to me. Because I'm going to explain it to you. In 1974, that's technometrics. In 2010, this image right here is the WHO, and that's a body area network, and that's a lot of network communication with something other than another body even. So what the fuck are you talking about that you're still telling me you don't understand what these algorithms do, but you know oh so much about computer networking through the human body? I think you know a lot damn more than you're willing to admit, so let me fucking help you again. Wireless sensor networks? And what else? The wireless body area network, and what else? Data rate and bandwidth through the body for all the different things that we're actually looking at, like blood glucose and an ECG and an EEG, etc. Voice, audio, whatever. Lie to me some more. Come on. I want to see you do it. Dick, dodge, and weave your way out of this. What is all this, and why is it running through the human body? Oh, you can't prove it. Oh, you better be careful. This is the Synergy Tech Metric PDF. I'll be here all fucking day. Here's your near field effect, your near field communication channel. There's your body again. We use it on getting in and out of doors. So you want to lie some more and tell me that the body itself doesn't have an electrical field that we fuck with to get in and out of doors with a keypad? For fuck's sake. Then you're going to tell me that, no, we have no idea how to make a change of a body inside of an office with air pressure with HVAC. I have no idea what you're fucking talking about. Well, that's hilarious. Hospitals and everywhere else in the world do. Did you just suddenly become stupid? You're not an IT person anymore? Well, what about this? The IEEE of biophotonics, the body area network inside of the personal area network, inside of the local area network, etc. I thought you were in IT. I thought you were in computers. What is all this? The industrial internet of things. I thought you were in information technology. And if you are, or you're in radio frequency, then what is this? This is the IEEE of life sciences, and there's Zigbee.
Give me a second, guys. I'll continue playing the video.
Zigbee and Bluetooth and 802.15.4. And here's all of our electrical engineers logging into our bodies some more with the FCC mandated M-band. I thought you were in IT. I thought you were in the IEEE. I thought you handled computer hardware. I thought you knew about computers. Lying motherfuckers. Oh, yeah. And then my favorite now. Oh, I was compartmentalized. I had no idea. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, he messed this one up again. We're still missing the W-band one. But instead, with your medical body area network, here's a picture of how your biosensors are made with the analyte derivative. And what's this one? Those of you that lie like you breathe. Well, that would be your band-to-band information. One body to the next with the way the wireless sensor relays actually mathematically communicate with one another, transfer and receive. right fucking there. But other people who actually want to survive your electronic warfare, they're going to be able to take those metrics and do something with it. So next page, like we've seen before, the NIST, Biophotonics Tools and Diagnostics. We're looking through your body, that's right. And we're changing out your DNA with them opto tweezers, and there's some keywords up here for you to familiarize yourself with, including optical coherence tomography. Yeah, we're watching the topology of all your cells too. And then down here are human body communication, medical implant communication system, and way over here, the ultra wideband. And these are your narrowband radio frequency available to anyone with industrial, scientific, and medical, like Mikey Adams' office and all of them. So when they lie to you, then you turn to them and say, are you a scientist or not? Because if you are, then you know what radio frequency is. Do you sell satellites? Or satellite phones, rather? Do you sell satellite phone access? Well, then by the FCC Communications, Federal Communications Commission, you have to know the ISM standard radio frequency bands. So you know, you just lie. And your bros let you do it. So on we go. Low power human body communication, physical computer networking layer baseband transceiver for the wide body area network with graphene. And our favorite Professor Ian over here with his polaritons and metamaterials. Same page that's been in the Synergy PDF the whole time. And what's it from? September 9th, 2018. The Internet of Space Things with Professor Ian. And then I put some tissue engineering pictures down here. But now we also have enzymatic nanobiosensors for detection of small molecules. Wow! And then the way we actually do it with our different blimps and satellites, and you're down there on a Mohr's M-O-H-R-S circle, and that's your little body and somebody else's little body, and these people over here will be protected, but these people over here will be infected. Hey! It's no big deal. It's just electrical signals running through your body without your permission. Which brings us to the next page for human body electro-quasi-static communication. It says attack. New attack modality. That's right. They have an antenna they point at your body using your body's natural electrical field. And that's it. All right, and it's something. It's covert. They get to do it, but you get to be called a crazy person, take drugs. Why? Because it's the same body part. But when they use it going to work, they get to put it in a medical journal like this. When you feel it naturally, you're told you're a fucking nut job because they're not busy electrocuting you. Isn't that something? They call it pretty fucking magical. I call it abhorrent. So then I go over into the Oxford for stimulating your pilate so that you understand that you're going to need your stem cells. You're going to need control of that body part, and I make you a picture. And this is why, because the body part is transferring information between other bodies without your knowledge or permission. Yeah, so you got to be able to feel that too. Wow, what a fucking learning curve, right? Oh, we're still going. You're kidding. Nope. So the wireless body area network, in addition to all the other crazy, they have specific algorithms mathematically that they write to encrypt the data. Of course they do. And then they have other ways that they route around that and play with each other. So one more time, you're not even allowed to feel your own skin. But they're busy writing protocols to encrypt the data that they are routing through your own skin, fighting with one another. You want to talk about sick and sadistic? You're already being used as a fucking hard drive for storage, too, with hackers fighting one another. They can't even admit that's your own body part to you. There's your doctor. And in your emergency, oh, they're all up and in you, logging into you with Stingray and Dirtbox and all this bullshit the whole time. No!
And this is why I low-key hate going to the doctor unless I'm literally on my deathbed. And like, I don't take medication unless it's something that I need to take medication for that I can't work with at home. Like pain medication. I do not take pain medication unless I'm physically in pain. Like I really have to be in like very, 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 very bad pain. Really, 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 really bad pain. I have to be in some really terrible pain, like for me to do that. And for instance, I went to the dentist last year before New Year's. Literally the day before New Year's, I went to the dentist. So I went to the dentist and they were talking to me and telling me, oh, you have to get some teeth pulled out. I really was just going there to get my wisdom tooth pulled because that was the only one that was bothering me. And they went ahead and pulled out 2 other teeth. 2 of them were wisdom and the other one was a side tooth. And the side tooth, I couldn't understand why they pulled it out because there was nothing wrong with it. It looked pretty healthy to me. Now I knew it was healthy because when the doctor, and I was not under anesthesia, like I wasn't asleep. I was awake. They just numbed my mouth. And he was over here like, oh, it's so hard to pull out. This is a really strong tooth. And I'm just sitting there like, oh, okay, thinking this is normal. And then when I got up and seen my teeth on the table, I was just like, oh my God. I don't think that tooth was supposed to come out. And I looked and I'm like, I didn't come here to do that. So they literally are trying to take my DNA. I'm just be honest. They're literally trying to take my DNA and figure out how to control me. But there's no way you can control me because I go against the grain every time. The only way that I would have to be around other people that are not like-minded, and I can't do what they do. Like if I do what they're doing, then I might be a little bit brainwashed for those 30 minutes. And then I'd be like, all right, I'm ready to go home. I detox like crazy. I eat better. And I go home and I don't talk to these people until they magically pull up on me 2 weeks later. Like, I don't like to be controlled. And I feel like they're doing this to people every single day. And some people don't know, especially when it comes to like smoking and drinking, they don't know that they shouldn't be smoking and drinking every freaking single day of their life. Like you're literally killing yourself faster because something in your brain is telling you if you don't have this, then you literally don't feel normal. And guess what? That's not fucking normal to feel like you have to smoke and drink every day. It's not. I don't care what anybody says. Like my mom been smoking and drinking since I was like way before I was born, because it's just crazy to me how like they keep doing it to themselves. And also, let's not even and my next video is probably going to be about like the food industry and what you're eating. Oh yeah, we're going to get deep into that. Now I might do that tomorrow when I have time. I might make the video like early in the morning because I don't really have a lot of time to do what I want to do. But I just feel like the food industry now is a little bit suspect, especially when it comes to like red meat. Our muscles look red, so why wouldn't it not be human? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. What if it is human? You know, what if it is? We'll never know. We'll never know. And then, you know, for instance, my mom, she like eats meat like every day of her life. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I've ever really seen her eat vegetables and fruits. Like ever. And it's like, oh yeah, you're really a reptilian. Like anybody that I know that like does things that's not conducive to the world, I literally categorize them as reptilians or a reptilian mindset. I don't care. I say it because like, listen, we can't, the reason why we're not getting along is because you do things that I don't do, and I do things you don't do. I'm not gonna say I feel like you should be like doing what I do, but I feel like if you know all the facts that's going on in the world right now with the Jeffrey Epstein files and what he really was freaking doing, it was more than just eating people. He was cloning people and shit. Then you should not be wanting to willingly eat meat as much as you do. Yes, you're going to try to wean yourself off of it, which I've already done that. I've weaned myself off it. I will not pick up a piece of meat unless I'm around other people. And it's like, you got to understand also, when you collide with somebody else's biofields, this is my biofield right here. And this is somebody else's biofield. Do you know what happens when these two biofields collide together? Whatever that person is thinking about gets into you. Whatever you're thinking about gets into them. And I notice that when I get around people that don't think about the things that I think about, they start getting really interested. No. They start getting really interested into what I do. And then my energy starts getting drained. And they start pulling from me and copying things that I do. Because it's like, oh my God, you know the way of life. No, I just feel like there's things that you can do and there's things you cannot do. You need to learn how to regulate yourself. You need to have discipline. And that's a lot of people talk. They don't have discipline. They do not have discipline, none at all. And I feel bad for people that don't have discipline, because it's like you really don't see a problem in anything that you're doing. You think what you're doing is benefiting you. And this is the other thing. It's not about doing the right thing. It's about doing what's right for your body. And if it's not right for your body and you feel like crap, why do you keep consuming that? Why do you keep dealing with that? Why do you keep doing the same thing you've been doing? You don't do anything different. And it's like, that's another way to get out of the matrix, is do things differently. And I learned that. But you have to learn to do things differently. You cannot keep doing the same thing you've been doing. If you're trying to get to a next level of dimensions, next level of life, you got to start doing things differently. I'm sorry, you gotta start doing things differently. And if that means you gotta stop eating meat and you gotta stop smoking and drinking, those are 3 things you should already stop doing. And sugar intake. Let's not forget sugar intake. If those 4 things you ain't doing it, then you're just brainwashed, and it's easier to brainwash you. And I noticed that people that have 9 to 5s, yeah, they might be physically tired, but when they go home, they do the same damn thing that's not benefiting them. Yeah, it might give you a relief, but is it benefiting you? Absolutely the freak not. You're going home to smoke your life away. And then you wonder why you're waking up tired, because when you're smoking, so smoking automatically makes you sleepy. And then 2, you're smoking while on the phone, while on that tablet. And you're not even watching anything that's benefiting you. You're watching things that are not benefiting you. Or you're watching things that are AI generated. And that's another thing with the old heads, no offense. Y'all watch a lot of AI generated things. Y'all don't know what's real and what's not real. I have a father that used to send me job applications and stuff like that. They weren't real. My grandma, if I had my phone still, I could have showed you the message. She literally sent me a random ass video. It was random with no context, of a very, very elderly old woman. She had to be like 100 years old, in the hospital with her family, and she gave birth to a newborn baby. Let's be for real. That's not gonna fucking happen. Like, that's not happening. That's not happening. That's not happening. So it's like, why did she send me this video? Because maybe she thought it was real. Or I hope she didn't think it was real. Because if she thought it was real, that's fucking bizarre. But I digress. I'm just sick to my stomach when it comes to stuff like this. Like, oh my God. Let's go back.
Yep. Graphene. It's not a vaccine if it requires graphene. Why? Read the image. Now, read the image with how much computer networking, they've got already ready to fucking go for the image. Now I'm going to back it up for you. See this whole page? Holy shit. Yeah. So it's not a vaccine if it requires, because this system is for this system. So you think that if you were a professional, you would be, stepping up for cybersecurity and saying, hey, that's the 6G low power personal area network, 6th generation wireless, and there's your body? You think with my coffee stained resume from way back in the fucking day, professional IS services at University of Whitewater, internet service provider Charter Communications, bringing dial-up to broadband, you think somebody professional and responsible could have gotten up here and said, the fuck are you doing with the human body? Whatever we want to. We're going to go ahead and do healthcare monitoring, remote surgery, brain-computer interface. You're not going to get a fucking say in any of it. We're going to use a little EEG headset, walk right through your veins and arteries with cognitive technology threat warning system. Fuck you. We're not going to tell you a damn thing. That's 2007.
All right, so we're going to the next video. Next video. We're going to the next video.
Mommy, can you start when you're anything? I mean, you're on mute. I'm not done.
with our little headset and Xbox video game controller, playing Sensors Open Systems architecture with all branches of the military, with our autonomous military for energy harvesting through the human body. We're going to have a good fucking time doing it because you don't get to tell anybody. No one's going to help you. No police officer or physician will admit that we do this. And so then we're going to go ahead and commit our wide body area network routing protocols, of which there are multiple, so I listed them both. We're not done. Then there's the sensor relay protocol, specifically for the other ones, fucking around inside of bioelectromagnetic algorithms. Now that is a lot of messing around with people's cells and their skin. We're not just trying to tell you what to purchase. Fuck no. We are all the way in, down to the bone marrow. Edge computing for remote healthcare. And why? Because you're in your kill box, and it ain't a fucking joke. And it is not an understatement. This is net-centric mosaic warfare, like I drew for you. And why? An intelligent network game theory, cluster-based routing protocol for your body. And what's it say? Healthcare. It's always about your fucking healthcare. The same healthcare that you're not allowed to even know about. So where are all the IT people? Making fun of me this entire time. Why? Because I told the fucking truth and all you did was sit there and lie. As if you don't know. Over here, it's a body part. You log into it. You affect with biophysics and other optics, opto-array, FLIR, infrared, all this photonic stuff, a change. Over here, you tell people they're a spiritual consciousness whack job, take drugs, and you walk circles around them because you own everybody in lawfare. Period. Nobody's allowed to say a fucking word. And I find that absolutely disgusting because you're the medical, the sheriffs, the police, the lawfare, and all these military people, and you got everybody by their bloodstream. And now you just hand out diseases willy-nilly ahead of time. The Marburg Virax thing was done in April of 2023, and it's connected back to CubeSat and other biotechnology labs. They're just playing with people inside the kill box with their fucking video game controllers because it's network game theory through human bodies for their health care. But you're not allowed to talk about it that way. Only they are to go to work endlessly with all these fucking protocols while they're busy playing a video game with your face and your veins and arteries making fun of you. And these are the people that are here to save us. Why don't you go somewhere right now and go get upset about my hair, my cussing, and my lack of care for all the people who are out there collecting money, putting on a nice outfit, doing their makeup, and lying like they fucking breathe for the last however many years that we've had the COVID out there. While we've also had synthetic biology, synthetic telepathy, synchron, all of it going on, the 6th generation wireless, all this deployment, all the software that goes with it. But yeah, why don't you make fun of the woman who came out here and said this is a body part, you need to give it back to people or they can't survive what you're doing to them. Good fucking job, people.
A goddamn shame. So you get the gist of what I am telling you. Thank you for watching my live. Thank you for interacting with my live. I will be doing a lot more of these because it's easier to do it this way than to do it the editing way because I don't really have a phone to do all of that and my computer is not the best. So thank you for coming out and listening to what I have to say. I will be probably scheduling one tomorrow, but don't worry, it will be able to be replayed. You don't have to come and comment and all that. Just educate yourself. This is what my channel's for, education. So thank you for coming.